Good morning, children. Today we'll start our new topic, mainly periodic table. Before that, what is periodic table? Periodic table is a chart of elements prepared in such a way that the element having similar properties occurs in the same vertical column or group. I am repeating again, periodic table is a chart. Periodic table is a chart of element prepared in such a way that element having the similar properties occurs in the same vertical column. It is formed in the form of tabular form, that's why it is known as table. And periodic means after regular interval chemical and physical properties of elements will repeat and they will occurs or fall into the same group. And horizontal rows of elements, horizontal rows are known as periods and vertical columns are known as groups. So vertical column are known as groups and horizontal rows are known as periods. Understood? Horizontal rows are known as periods and vertical columns are known as groups. In mainly periodic table, there are 7 periods and 8 groups. What are groups? Vertical columns are known as group and horizontal rows are known as periods. So there are 7 periods and 8 groups in Mendeleev periodic table, but in your textbook only 6 periods are given only. Okay, now we'll see what Mendeleev explained. There are few things you have to note it down. Mendeleev has taken oxides and hydrides. Oxides and hydride means when elements react with hydrogen they will form hydride, and when they will react with oxygen they will form oxide. So Mendeleev took formula of the oxides and hydride as the basic properties of element for their classification in the form of periodic table. I am repeating again. You can see that, just open the page number 83, table 5.4. just follow the table, then you will understand properly. Okay, Mendeleev took formula of the oxides and hydrides. Oxides means when elements react with oxygen they will form oxide. For example, sodium react with oxygen, sodium oxide. Magnesium react with oxygen, magnesium oxide. So Mendeleev took formula of the oxides and hydride as the basic properties of element in their classification of the elements in the form of periodic table. So there are 8 groups. There are 8 groups in Mendeleev periodic table, and you can see there, suppose in first group you can see there R2O and RH is present. Okay, what is the meaning of R2O and RH? O for oxide and H for hydride. R means whatever elements you are taking. Suppose if you are taking here sodium, so what will be the formula of sodium? N2O. And if you are taking sodium here, then hydride will be NH. Understood? Just take one more example. If you are taking lithium, so what? R2O, because lithium is fall in the same group 1. So formula of group 1, formula of oxide is R2O. So whatever elements is present, just it is denoted for R. Suppose if you are taking lithium, so R2O means Li2O, RH means LiH. Understood? So Mendeleev took formula of the oxides and hydrides for classification of their elements. So in each group you can see there are formula of hydride and oxides are given. Understood beta? So just open the table number 5.4 and then watch the video, then you will understand. You can see in the first group R2O and RH is the formula. So if you will take any element, lithium, sodium, potassium, copper, whatever, so for oxides you have to follow the formula of R2O. In place of R, whatever elements you are taking from that group you have to put there. For example, if you are taking potassium, so formula is R2O, so in place of R just put potassium, so that formula will be K2O, and for hydride formula is RH, so KH. So for each and every group, for all 8 groups, there are formulas are given, and he told that all elements present in a particular group will follow the same formula. If the elements are following the same formula, it means that chemical properties of all elements are same. Now we'll see the Mendeleev periodic law. What Mendeleev actually what Mendeleev told. Mendeleev told that when elements are arranged in the order of increasing atomic mass, just note it down, Newlands had also arranged the elements in increasing atomic mass. Newlands also arranged the elements in the increasing atomic mass. But what is the difference between Newlands and Mendeleev? Newlands told that every eighth elements will resemble the same chemical properties, but Mendeleev told only elements arranged in increasing atomic mass. So there is no explanation about 8th or 7th element. When Mendeleev started to make their table, first at that time, just note it down, 63 elements were known. In 1869 he has arranged all elements in the periodic table. That time 63 elements known. And one more important thing, just note down, Dobanius has given only 3 triad, and Newlands law of Newlands has just only accepted till the calcium only, and after calcium chemical properties told by Newlands has not followed the rules. But in Mendeleev periodic table, Mendeleev arranged all 63 elements present at that time or known at that time. I am repeating again, Mendeleev arranged all 63 elements in their periodic table. Before making the periodic table, he made the individual cards for each and every elements. Individual cards means, suppose card 1, so card 2 and card 3. On the card 1 he took one elements and written their symbols, chemical properties, physical properties. So first separately he has written the chemical properties of all elements on the individual card, and then he arranged the elements in the increasing atomic mass. So he told that when elements are arranged in order of increasing atomic masses, the elements with similar properties occurs at the regular interval. What he told? He told that when elements are arranged in increasing atomic mass in the periods, suppose one element is here, then here, here, here. He told that when elements are arranged in the order of increasing atomic masses, the chemical properties of similar elements occur at the regular interval. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि अगर ऐसे अरेंज करेंगे 8 and then chemical properties will and then next element will be fall here. It's not mean that कि every 9th element will follow the same properties, because he has arranged the separate cards for each and every elements, so he knew that which element fall where. So suppose after this element, suppose you have completed this row and next element fall here, and suppose if next element is not follow the property here, then he he left the group, left the space for that another element, and took the another element, put the another element is here, because he has written the chemical properties of all elements on the separate card. So he told that when elements are arranged in increasing atomic mass, after few intervals elements will repeat the similar properties. Mendeleev arranged all the 63 elements known in the order of increasing atomic masses in horizontal rows. At that time there were total 63 elements were present, and Mendeleev arranged all 63 known elements in the horizontal rows such a way that elements have similar properties will fall in the same group. Mendeleev had arranged the all elements in the increasing atomic mass in the horizontal rows, or you can say that in the periods, and if elements have similar properties, then they will fall in the same group. And suppose that if the atomic mass of this element is more than this element, and after this element new element will fall here, but he has arranged the element, he has written the chemical properties of all element. अगर उनको ये लगेगा कि यहाँ पे नहीं आना चाहिए बिकॉज ये एलिमेंट की केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी इससे मैच हो रही है, तो यहाँ पे उन्होंने उसको अरेंज कर दिया, इसको गैप को ऐसे ही ओपन रख दिया. सो न्यूलैंड्स से और मेंडलीफ में डिफरेंस क्या है ये क्लियर हो गया. न्यूलैंड्स हैज अरेंज ऑल एलिमेंट ऑन द इंक्रीजिंग एटॉमिक मास एंड टोल्ड दैट एवरी एट विल फॉलो द सेम रूल्स, बट आफ्टर कैल्शियम दैट रूल is failed. But here he has made the card for each and every elements and written their symbol, atomic mass, chemical properties and physical properties, and wherever he found that if element cannot put here, then he has arranged according to that. So when elements are arranged in the order of increasing atomic masses, the element with similar properties, when the elements are arranged in the periods on the basis of increasing atomic mass, the element with similar properties occurs at regular interval. Okay, and he has arranged all 63 elements known at that time in the order of increasing atomic mass. So there are 7 periods and 8 groups. Okay, at some places you can see in your textbook, you can see in textbook table number 5.4. At some places just see the period number 4 and group number 8. There is iron, cobalt and nickel are present. So there nickel has less atomic mass than cobalt, but he put cobalt first and then nickel. So because he had made the separate cards, so he knew that the chemical properties of all elements. So जहाँ पे उनको लगा कि एलिमेंट्स को हम आगे पीछे भी कर सकते हैं, तो वहाँ पे उन्होंने किया, मीन्स कि एटॉमिक मास को फॉलो नहीं किया एक दो प्लेसेस पे, बिकॉज ही न्यू दैट केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ दैट एलिमेंट इज नॉट सुटेबल फॉर दैट इन दैट रो. Okay, so you can see the group number 8 and period number 4. So there is iron, cobalt and nickel. So when you will see the atomic mass of cobalt is 58.93, which is more than the nickel, but cobalt placed first and after that nickel has placed. So, and one more thing, at some places, actually in your textbook, in group number 4 you can see there scandium atomic mass is 44.96 and gallium atomic mass is 69.73. and in group 4 and period 4 one more element is germanium. The atomic mass of germanium is 72.59. These 3 elements were undiscovered at that time when Mendeleev arranged their periodic table. I am repeating again: gallium, scandium and germanium. These three elements were not discovered, but in your textbook in table number 5.4 these three elements were given. Just mark it down or circle it down that elements were not discovered or unknown at that time, and at that place he left the space for that elements, and when they will discover they will put that at that place only. And undiscovered elements at that time for which gaps were left in the periodic table named by him. उन्होंने क्या नाम दिया उसका? उन्होंने नाम दिया इन तीनों एलिमेंट्स का. गैलीलियम को उन्होंने नाम दिया इका एल्यूमिनियम, एंड स्कैंडियम इज इका boron, and germanium is Ica silicon. Ica means first or before, means before aluminium then gallium, first boron then scandium, first silicon then germanium. So in the Mendeleev periodic table gallium, scandium and germanium were not known, so that's why he left this place for that three elements. So when they will discover in future they will fit at in the Mendeleev periodic tables. Now we will see the merits and demerits of Mendeleev periodic table. What are the merits of Mendeleev periodic table? Merits. First merit or first advantage, he had arranged all 63 elements known at that time. First he made the separate card for each and every elements, and in their periodic table he has arranged all elements in their periodic table. Second merit is Mendeleev predicted the existence of some unknown elements. मीन्स उन्होंने बोला कि इन फ्यूचर में कुछ एलिमेंट्स और डिस्कवर होंगे तो वो इसी प्लेस पे आएंगे जो प्लेस को मेंडलीफ ने छोड़ा था. तो फॉर एग्जांपल आप पहले ही मार्क कर लो, गैलीलियम, स्कैंडियम और जर्मेनियम, वो तीनों स्पेस आपके बुक में ब्लैंक होना चाहिए था, बट इट इज़ गिवन. एट दैट टाइम इन 1869 these three elements were not known, and in future when they will discover they will fit at that place only, and he has predicted the chemical properties of that element. For example, you can see the table number 5.5. Ica aluminum is given there. So name of that element was told by the Mendeleev was Ica aluminum. So when they will discover they will fit in the periodic table of Mendeleev, and name of that element when that element is discovered, the name of that element is gallium, and he just predicted the properties of unknown elements. For example, atomic mass. He told that atomic mass of gallium will be 68, but now atomic mass of gallium is 69.7. So you can see here nearly same. Another thing, he told that density of gallium will be 5.9, and now it is 5.94, which is nearly same. Melting point, he told that melting point of gallium will be low, and that is 30.2 degrees Celsius, and 30.2 degrees Celsius is generally low. And formula of chloride, he told that formula of chloride will be EaCl2, and now EaCl3, and now GaCl3. You can see that chemical formula of gallium is it is exactly same. And formula for oxide, he told that Ea2O3, and that is Ga2O3, which is same. So first Mendeleev has arranged all 63 known elements in their periodic table, and few elements were undiscovered at that time, and he told that when they will discovered, their properties has already predicted by the Mendeleev, and their probabilities are nearly same, you can see here, as well as they will fit at that place where Mendeleev have left the space. And third merit is Mendeleev periodic table could accommodate noble gases. In 1869, when Mendeleev made their table, at that time noble gas were not discovered. So whenever in future new noble gas will discovered, it will not disturb the table. So it will arrange in a separate group. You can see in modern periodic table as well, noble gases are arranged in a separate table. So third merit is, he told that whenever in future noble gas is discovered, it did not disturb the original arrangement of the periodic table. So it will arrange in a separate group. Fourth merit, there are a lot of merit, I will provide in a note as well. Fourth merit, at some places for arranging the elements in the proper way, he put the less atomic mass of element first, and then the element that has more atomic mass. These are the merits. Now we'll see the demerits. There are few demerits, because if there is no demerits, then there is no requirement of modern periodic tables. So what are the demerits? First demerits, there is no proper position of hydrogen. You can see in the table, hydrogen is arranged in the first group, but it can be arranged in a group number 7 as well, because fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine, valency of these elements is 1, okay, and valency of hydrogen is 1 as well, and these elements are non-metal, hydrogen is non-metal as well. But he put the hydrogen in group 1 because valency of hydrogen is 1 and valency of lithium, sodium, potassium is 1 as well, and they will donate 1 electron, hydrogen as well. That's why he has put the hydrogen in group 1. So there is no proper position of hydrogen. So first thing. Second demerit is the position of isotopes. First of all, what is isotope? Isotope means same atomic number but different atomic mass. Suppose hydrogen has 3 isotopes. So atomic mass is 1, atomic mass is 2 and atomic mass is 3. If you are arranging the table on the basis of atomic mass, so there will be 3 places for hydrogen, because atomic mass of hydrogen there are 3 different atomic mass of hydrogen is present here. So there is no proper position of isotopes, no proper position of hydrogen, and some places he has arranged the elements on the wrong order of atomic masses. See, that's the same line. 4th group and 8th table, you can see there cobalt has less atomic mass, but cobalt has more atomic mass than nickel, but cobalt has placed before nickel. So these are the few limitations. And one more limitation you can see in the group 1, hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium. We know that sodium and potassium are very reactive, and silver and gold are least reactive, but they are arranged in a same group. How can you arrange sodium and gold in a same group? He has arranged on the basis of both, just one similarity between gold and silver and sodium is all elements are metal, but sodium and potassium are most reactive and gold and silver are least reactive. So these are the few limitations that are present in the Mendeleev periodic table. I am repeating again. Just summarize the Mendeleev periodic table in detail. I will provide you notes. Just read the textbook one time. In Mendeleev periodic table, first Mendeleev arranged the separate. Mendeleev had made separate card for all 63 elements and had written the chemical properties, physical properties, symbol and whatever things is available he had written and on the separate card. First thing, he made the periodic table in 1869. There are 8 groups and 7 periods. For each group he had taken the hydrogen and oxygen, means hydride and oxide, for their basic property. So Mendeleev took the formula of the oxide and hydrogen as the basic properties of elements for their classification. So he told that when elements fall in the same group, they will follow the same chemical properties as well as same formula for hydride and oxide. And Mendeleev periodic law actually explained that when elements are arranged in the order of increasing atomic mass, element with the similar properties occurs in the same group. Or you can say that he told that at a regular interval elements will follow the same properties. So when you will arrange the elements on the basis of increasing atomic mass, elements will follow the same chemical properties at regular intervals. At some places he arranged the more mass elements before than the less mass element for arranging the chemical properties. It is the advantage as well, disadvantage as well. Advantage, why it is advantage? For arranging the chemical properties, he knew that the chemical properties, so he put before. But disadvantage, if you are arranging the elements on the basis of chemical properties, on the basis of increasing atomic mass, then how can you put the decreasing atomic mass